Alright guys, how's it going? When I'm making a cup of tea and I thought, you know what, I've got an opinion about something I want to share. I was watching GMB today, Good Morning Britain, you know, like breakfast TV and that. And they were having a debate about the police officer that dragged one of the Stop the Oil protesters, you know, them trampy fuckers that have got nothing else better to do with their lives. And he put his hands on the protester. I mean, God forbid the police put their hands on someone. And he dragged the protester, you know, across the road. So, like, you know, they go on the road, don't they, sit in front of traffic and stop cars and stuff like that. And they've been known to stop ambulances, you know, and emergencies, you know, vehicles and things like that. And in fact, was it last year when there was a woman stood there pleading, saying, please get out of the way, my mum's in hospital, you know, critically ill, I need to get to her, and they wouldn't move for it. See, me, I don't know, I'm glad I don't live in that country, because I would literally just mow them out of the way in my car, I really would. And the thing is, I'm passive, you know, like, I'm not an aggressive person, I don't like confrontation or anything like that, but stuff like that really annoys me, and I feel like they lose their entire argument when they are disrupting the lives of ordinary people that are just trying to work or get to see loved ones and things like that. You know, if you want to protest, go to the Houses of Parliament, you know, go and protest with your member of Parliament and stuff like that. So no problems with that, no problems with anyone ever, you know, protesting about anything, no matter what their opinion is, all right? But we've seen for a long time now, the police in England, you know, they just stand there and don't really do anything. And I don't blame him in some ways, because if a policeman's caught on camera touching one of these tramps, right, then, you know, there's such a cancel culture in the UK now, especially by these lefties and that he could lose his career or anything. Do you know what I mean? Whereas over here in Spain, if you did like that, they just walk up to you and cosh your head in. Do you know what I mean? So smash your head in or something like that. And we'll ask questions later, which I agree with it. I mean, in places like America and Spain, you do not disrespect the police. Yeah, in England, you can say what you want to the police. And, you know, the police are not backed enough, that is for sure. In fact, look, I did not know I was going to do this video today, but I've got my Back the Blue t-shirt on. You know, that's where my feelings are about stuff like this, you know. And there's a big controversy because he dragged this protester into the traffic. So let's say there's 3 lanes. It looked like someone was filming from the footpath, the inner lane, and he dragged them out of that into the middle. There was no cars moving or anything, but they're trying to say, oh, he dragged them. But it looked like he was clearing the inside lane. I'm not so sure. But you know what? It's good to see. Do you know what I mean? Because when you think back over the years at various football games, soccer, if you're American, you know, the police, they don't mess about. They'll give you a caution or whatever, you know. But these lot, they seem untouchable, you know, when they cause disruption, especially in places like London on public transport or sitting in the roads and stuff like that. And I don't like them. Do you know what I'm saying? So I'm really glad and really happy to see the police getting stuck in. Now, we know there's good coppers and there's bad coppers. We know that there's good and bad in all walks in society. And there's some heavy-handed coppers as well. But, you know, we've got to get behind the police and say, look, give them the powers to move people, you know, because people need to get on with their work. There's nothing wrong with those protesters if they're stood at the side of the road, you know, in the footpath, saying what they think, whether you agree with them or not, right? But I don't listen to these people for the simple reason, you know, the way that they conduct themselves. So you've lost your argument. If you're going to disrupt ordinary people that are already struggling in life, you know, with the jobs and stuff like that, and enough depression flying around, you know what I'm saying? If you're doing that to ordinary people, why am I going to listen to what you want? You know, that's it. That's all I want to say. So I hope tomorrow when I wake up, I see the police smashing someone's skull in with a truck. I don't mean that really. But what I mean, they do get on my nerves a bit, like. And they're always the same sort of people, aren't they? Do you know what I mean? So I think they lose their argument by the way that they carry on. And with regards to that police officer, he was probably dragging that person and thought, oh God, look at all these cameras pointing at me. I'm going to get in trouble, because they don't get back, do they? You know what I mean? So, nah, stop the oil, all right? Stop the oil protesters with a big truncheon in the head, you know what I'm saying? So, no, I support it, and I hope we see more of it. And if you're a Stop the Oil protester or something, I'm sure your story and campaign and cause is a very valid one, but you need to think about how you're doing it. Do you know what I'm saying?